Hey guys, welcome to Stephen Tries Less. I need to stop doing gun fingers at the start, you know, scaring off all the kids that watch. This week I am joined by George Clark. He's got pun fingers.
I got cum fingers. Forgot to wash them. Not this early on.
You're doing it like that?
No, I do it like that. Oh, stop, Chris. Oh.
He does it and then he makes like a little snow angel. Anyway, George, thank you for coming on the channel. Now, George, my father always used to say to me, podcasts are like arseholes. Everyone's got one and they produce all the shit. Oh, father, I didn't ask that. I said, why did you break up with mummy?
I think this intro is one clear reason. It's me or that fat kid.
We're going to be taking a look at some of the best, in brackets, worst, podcast clips from all time.
Guys, I just want to say congratulations as you've won front row tickets to the opera! Ad read. Let's kick things off with my two favourite vowels, AI. Opera has its own AI browser called Aria. Sure, it can give you answers instantly using real-time information and even learn to write in your style. But my word, the technology is even more advanced. With Aria's image generator, writing a single prompt is enough for Aria to create an image from scratch. But Stephen, I want more! Well, open wide, as Aria interprets and understands the images you upload. And that means it can get information or answers to any image-based questions you may have. Didn't get away this summer? Well, fear not, as with Opera, we can visit Tab Islands, the intuitive tab navigation. Tab Island allows for easy, context-based tab grouping for effortless browsing. It easily organises tabs and saves space by collapsing islands. Stephen, I'm still hungry. Well, Opera has a free, easy-to-use built-in VPN. This allows you to hide your location and prevent websites from collecting your data. And there's even an ad blocker, which can allow for smoother browsing with just one click. Thanks to Opera for sponsoring the video. You can use my link below to download Opera today. Goodbye!
This podcast has produced some amazing interviews with nut jobs from around the world, but this one in particular.
Did you read the Bible?
Back to front, I've read the Old Testament and the New Testament.
What was that feeling for you?
Beautiful. There's nothing you can ask me about the Bible now I can tell you, and that's not showing off. I genuinely like you to do that.
I like that.
I'm not one to judge a book by its cover, but before.
But he did with the Bible. It's the way he says, I genuinely like you to do that.
I genuinely like you to do that.
I'd get up to it, you know.
I've dreamt about you doing that.
What's the best verse on it that stands out?
The best verse is, if you stop at every dog that barks, you'll never reach your destination. That's my favourite verse, because it's basically about you don't stop at every dog that barks, because you'll never reach your destination. Now,
I'm so glad he put the explanation in, because I was really confused at the start.
He does a look around here, like someone off camera's going, no, Jordan, stop, no, mate.
Number one, not even a verse, and number two, just nothing to do with the Bible.
I love when Churchill dropped that verse on Grind Daily. But that's another incredible guest. Speaking of which, we've got one that came out on the High Performance podcast. I've not been asked to go on there yet.
What the hell is the High Performance podcast?
With Jake Humphries. He used to be a CBBC presenter.
Oh, Bamzuki boy.
Yeah, Bamzuki!
You used to make your own little zooks in IT class.
Too busy getting bullied, mate.
Look at this fucking nerd, I was too busy getting bullied.
Yeah, enjoy your zooks, mate. I've got a mouse wrapped around my neck. I said to them, if you do that again, there's a high likelihood you'll probably laugh. Anyway, this is Gordon Ramsay.
We were skint. I remember going to ask her father if I could borrow 20 grand for the deposit for a flat that we fell in love with. I'll pay you back in a year. He said, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll have another lunch with you when you sell your Porsche.
Ooh, what a fucking coldest moments from the partner's dad there. gets the approval of Jake Humphries.
That's a look that both says, impressive story, Gordon, but also, what a zook you've just created. No thought whatsoever. This is just a facade. Behind that, he's just thinking about his zooks that he's making at home.
One looks like a scorpion, but he's got a chainsaw for a tail.
What if I gave it a pickup truck front?
He's got 20 grand and a Porsche, and he starts at saying, "We were young, stupid, and skint." Sounds like you're doing pretty well for yourself, I'll be honest.
I thought, you fucker. But you clever fucker is the best advice he ever gave me. And 10 years later, I went and bought it back.
Same car.
Same fucking car.
Yes.
I'd left my passport in it.
Anybody else who is skint, just sell your 911.
Just... You clever fucker. Gordon, when you say your car, you've got a really expensive car there, mate. That's worth a lot.
You fucker. Clever fucker.
You're smart, mate. That's what I like about you. Let's get on over to the Call Her Daddy podcast. I've never watched it, but I know it's a big podcast. This is former child star Cole Sprouse and former child, you know.
Such a funny way to introduce anyone. Just, former child. See if it tries, everybody.
I'm still a child.
Didn't work with the judge, not working with me.
I'm curious, did you even go to like elementary school?
I did.
Is he just lit up a cigarette?
He's an actor, George, don't you get it? He's successful, but he's troubled.
I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in.
Sorry, I've just seen it says Cole Sprouse on Call Her Daddy podcast full episode, and it's 7 minutes long.
Yeah, I'm starting to question whether this is the full episode. Maybe he starts a fire.
Because if this is the full episode, and he could only get 4.5 minutes into a 7-minute episode before he had to have a cigarette, then I say this may be a problem.
Maybe this is his first ever cigarette, and he doesn't cope well with it. Just him choking for the next 2 minutes.
You gotta hit this shit. It's fucking crazy, man.
I'm seeing dragons. If James Buckley was, when he was on your podcast, if he went,
Yep.
You guys mind if I just light up a cig?
I'd say, do you want me to roll it? And then I go, there you go. I've done more weed than you. And I still don't think it's fucking cool.
Anyway, that's enough of the pretentious Yanks. This is a British podcast.
Hell yeah.
I got 2 American Bully XLs, and I'm taking them into a college and trying to enrol them onto a plumbing and electric course.
Trying to enrol the dogs on the course.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Is this the actual podcast account's clip channel?
It seems to be, yeah. It seems like a very genuine description of the clip.
Trying to enrol his XL bullies to become a plumber.
I want to know if they got on the course.
Carry on to what I know, the drink and the drugs, and but inside I was killing myself anyway with the amounts of drink and drugs I was taking.
What has he's been taking?
I think it's drink and drugs. I can just imagine him snorting his XL bullies and then stroking a big part of the
Take his can of Stella for a walk.
with the muzzle on. Now it's the law now. Things have changed. Let's take a look at this. The fellas, they had Andrew Tate on their podcast. This is a re-upload because I think they've taken it. They've probably enlisted it. So you're thinking, hey, they must have grilled him. It must have been quite a hostile conversation.
Isn't he currently being questioned by Romanian police with his brother?
I think he is. I think well-known fraudster and horrific man.
The burnt chip.
Let's see what Cal Freezy and the burnt chip have to say.
It is episode number 82, and me and Chip are joined by the sensational Andrew Tate.
Oh dear.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, but both of you have vodka in your glasses, and I'm kind of jealous.
Off the bat, I can tell why he's sensational. Andrew, you crazy cat. Off the bat, I like vodka.
I've got tears in my glasses.
So I had 87 professional fights, and I made $100 million.
If I had 100 million, I wouldn't be sitting with fucking Cal Freezy in the bench shit. It's an absolute shit show. George opens up about the hardest moment of his life. Oh, go on. Speaking of which, let's have a look.
Do this much toast at home? Wait, what's this pesto? Is it for humans?
What?
No, Neil, it's for extraterrestrials. It's meant to be in the fridge. Of course, it's for fucking humans.
Podcast.
Can you have it on toast?
Please
Please use a plate. All right, guys. Who let you eat?
It's just, one hand watched for a while.
Oh, I thought it was a clip for your fucking stupid podcast.
Once you mentioned my podcast, we can have a clip of why this one was terrible.
Stephen's top 10 moment when he poured beans on his head. What am I like?
That's insane.
I'm bonkers.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked.
I thought that'd be really funny, and then I just sat looking like that for the rest of it.
Did you get top 10 moments?
I think it did, which shows you why we had to kill it. Ultimately, we're going to go back to impulsive, and this is when things get a little bit too dicey.
Dude, like, I didn't even know I was going to be with my best friends doing a podcast where, and I don't mean this in a cocky way, but like, dude, this put me on a very strong map, and it made a lot of my avenues blow up. So I'm very blessed, but I didn't know I was going to be here. So
it's like that's. Are you done?
It's quite funny, but if I was in that position where I've just spoken about how depressed I was, and then I'm looking to my supposed best friends and this guy,
they have just giggled along with him a bit too easily.
And then they've clipped it, and in the clip say gets roasted by Bobby Lee. She just goes, "Have we got enough prime bottles in the shop? There's one in the plant pot at the back."
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I got what you're saying, and you really inspired me, George. and can I say something?
Comedians suck. First of all, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Do not touch me.
My bad.
Thank you.
Right.
He's not taking it well.
No, but that was very good.
It was good.
I want
the point is there.
What was that, keys?
Yeah, his keys full out. This is really catty.
He is clocked out. Yeah, I know.
George has been under a tremendous amount of abuse.
No,
No, stop, George. I want you over here with me.
Logan's loving it. That face tells you he is happy this happened.
Has he then just not come back then?
No, I don't think so. He started his own one. Tyson Fury getting angry with True Geordie. That one was quite funny.
That's funny.
So basically, this was when Tyson Fury was trying to promote a fight that not many people thought was worthwhile.
Derek Chibora. Derek Chisnora.
Imagine you were the producer of this, just whispering these things into True Geordie's headset.
Derek just snore, Brian.
I'm not saying Derek Diodora. I'm not saying it. No, it's good. It's good.
Derek Tekiora.
Appreciate you and Derek are legends of British boxing. All respect in that sense, and I wish you the best of luck, mate. See you next time. Cheers, mate.
I think you're a tosser, you little toss pot.
Thanks.
And I won't be doing any more interviews with you little toss pot bearded.
No worries, mate. Thanks very much.
You can see his finger.
Bald-headed's an interesting angle to take.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, fuck. I've done myself in there. Oh, fuck. Floppy. Floppy bald-headed.
2 eyes, 1 nose.
You've got a vest on.
I just love the way his finger keeps coming over. And he was clearly trying to end on, either you're a tosser, and then it just kept going.
Yeah. Kiss my balls, you little one. You little shit house.
Have you worked out how to close this phone? Are you alright? Hit the button at the bottom.
Oh, painful.
What's the Whatever podcast? Is that the one with like 36 people around a table?
I've never watched it. We can have a look. Oh God, what is this? Why would you do a podcast with that many people?
Well, they didn't think they had enough, so they've called this guy in over Discord as well.
So Bevo's here.
I think in this clip, this guy is speaking to him saying that his girlfriend sells herself for money and is he okay with that?
Look, your dad's a fucking cuck, Johnny. And you're gonna be like, yeah, that's true. I did allow other men on purpose to fuck me, but that's because I'm a real man.
Little
I
Johnny.
care about money.
Little Johnny will be going private school and wouldn't have to worry about money.
Those bullies are going to be in private school.
Just so that we're clear, look directly in that camera and tell 100 million men that...
I'll be honest, the 100 million men is a bit of a rest mix. This has 356 views. Oh, there's one last one. This is a live podcast clip of the Peter Crouch podcast. And this is the Crouch Fest, which is where they sort of have this disorganised celebration on stage in front of a bunch of freaks.
It's just where the ceiling's slightly too low.
And they brought out Wayne Lineker to Crouch Fest.
Oh yeah.
Just want to have a little chat. Oh, God. So, obviously, we're talking...
So the crowd just shouting pedo, which they probably should have thought of before they got him on.
I know people say your girlfriend's a little bit too young for you, and they are, but that's the circle I'm in.
I've seen him say this at least 3 or 4 times where he goes, yeah, my brother does match of the day, but I do snatch of the day.
Oh, no.
Come on, then. Come on. That has to be Mr. Jack Grealish. Yes.
That's the most gravelly voice I've ever heard. It's like a grit bin speaking.
Because...
This is horrific.
That's not a great clip to show me when I'm doing Leeds Fest tomorrow.
You're not a pedo.
I know, but they don't know that.
Hoping the organisers of the festival do. We need someone to take the heat off the 1975. Get George Clark. Anyway, that was podcast there. One day we'll be rid of them all.
AI will take over and we'll just speak to... we'll just listen to that. In my head I was going to say something wise and profound, but...
Leave that to me, thanks. Bamzuki.
You clever fucker.
I've been joined by GC, not JC.
I'm the JCGC, that's me.
Jesus Christ, it's George Clark. You may remember him from being booed off stage at Leeds Fest. He's getting back out there now, and he denies the claims. Just stay safe, stay humble, and stay indoors. Editing some mad spunk on my forehead, yo.